Each of you kind of have a moment now to kind of like take in what the fuck this creature was. I always said Tinpot and Kavlier to make a knowledge check, but I will fill Brendan in what he knows. Tinpot, roll me knowledge with advantage.
Knowledge? What?
Knowledge, religion.
Religion.
Regardless if you have it or not.
I got a 1. Well, that's 17 if it's religion.
Yep, advantage too if you want to roll higher. It doesn't matter, you killed it. You fucking killed the shit. Alright.
17.
Tinpot, for the second time today, you were reminded of something not from anything you heard from this land, but from your own. The setting, this weird red pond, the dead creatures, these insectoid creatures surrounding it, the noxious fumes. It reminds you of a ritual that you learned in your own culture that you had seen performed by a number of very strange sorceress kind of people. The ritual is to create a creature known as a kodoku, which means toxic worm in Kirin. And it involves taking a number of poisonous creatures, insects, reptiles, and forcing them to kill one another to see which one survives.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
The one that remains becomes a kodoku, which is either a good luck charm or a sinister curse, depending if you are able to maintain and feed it.
I see.
At one point, you had seen a evil sorcerer-like character walk into your home and offer a small jar filled with a bug, a scorpion, as an offering, a gift.
Nice.
To the master of the mountain, where their back promptly broke. You are not sure what happened, but the gift was rejected. The rest of you were left to clean up. The rest of you and your brothers and sisters were left to clean up the mess. One of you obtained a very powerful scorpion that day.
Nice.
It looks like this ritual you had seen on a small scale, but on a much larger scale.
Okay.
Take the jar and expand it to a big, disgusting pond.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
That's fucked. That's really neat.
Disgusting.
Kavlier, will say as such that the physical appearance of the thing, seeing as how I name dropped the damn thing, he says it looks. Hold on, I don't need to fucking roll.
This is exactly why I'm here.
Killed it.
To dispose of creatures like this.
It's a creature. I read about it. Those who worship fiends, its physical appearance looks like something similar to that of what is known as a forgery, which is what happens when someone attempts to manifest a demon into the material plane by manufacturing a living flesh body. The monster that it leaves behind is something that's neither living nor dead.
He says demon is spit. Like a tradition.
It's not a demon so much as it is what's left behind when one tries to cross over into our world. At least I think that's what it is. You have this horse. There's a horse.
How old's the ration? How old's the food in the horse in the saddlebags?
It's a good fucking question, my dude.
They become
Is it a day or two old?
Huh?
Did you say it was like a day or two old?
I had mentioned just taking a look at the food, the conditions of the boat. The horse itself. The horse looks like it's only been left here. Couldn't have been left here long. It's remarkably. I mean, there's no marks on the horse. There's nothing. There's no signs of it having been injured. No sign of the rider. The food looks like it may have been purchased a week ago or so. It's dry food rations, so you can't quite tell. The bow was unstrung. So I mean, whoever. I mean, if this was Solomon's. If this was Solomon riding the swift bolt back to town, they weren't prepared for anything. They weren't expecting anything.
Do you think the rider lives?
Why would he...
Can't you talk to animals?
Go in. He may. I can't.
Ask the horse.
Yeah, ask the horse.
What happened?
I can't convey, extremely complex ideas, but I'll try best saying where rider.
Clockwise.
Like 8 times for left.
Swiftbolt looks at you with some surprise as
One for yes, two for no.
Even with limited intelligence of an animal, it's not used to understanding exactly what someone is saying to it. And it kind of makes like a against the ground. It was, and it kind of the horse attempts to gesture at the pittance on the tree. You're not really sure what it's trying to get at. You see, he looks around without moving, and does like a quick move around. Just kind of inspecting its laybo because it probably hasn't been able to see what's around it for some time now.
Okay.
You're not able to make out what you're sure. I mean, using your best empathy that you can relating to an animal, maybe the horse just isn't sure. It seems to be particularly spooked about the situation it was just in. You can't imagine. Give me the spell tree for now.
You can really comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence. At a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations, monsters, and whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
Yeah, weapons or
Shit.
So he actually can. Well, it's dependent on their intelligence. So
he's able to communicate with you.
yeah, he
This
goes.
is exactly why we're here.
It's intelligence 2, which is, I mean, that's smarter than
We're
most.
doing it for the
most
horse.
I'm not to speak
unless
to
I'm
horses,
mistaken.
but
I mean, yeah.
Then
clear out these
I'll
things.
say as such as he looks around, not telling so much where the rider is because he isn't sure. He hasn't seen Solomon. He hasn't seen Solomon in over a week. The horse came here on its own.
Oh. Who chained you up?
the horse packed his own rations.
Sacrifice.
He put him in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Limited by its intelligence.
I'm joking.
He says, "Was it you?"
No.
I
I'm
can't.
not speaking to a horse.
No. He was tied up. He was tied up recently. He was tied up. He was tied up last. He was tied up yesterday.
What's the horse saying?
That
gives you nothing.
Right.
You get the vague impression because I haven't quite come up with my head how the fuck this thing is communicating with you. Vaguely, you're able to tell that it was left here by small folk. It's not good on descriptive words because it's not.
I said, like me?
Is the horse dumb as people say?
I.
All you know.
Just right in front of him.
It's not able to convey itself well, but you kind of are able to figure out that just based on the setting that it was probably, and based on what Kavlier said, as well as what Tinpot knows, if Tinpot says as such, that it was probably being left here to feed whatever this thing is.
Is there any other? Can I use an investigation check to see if there's any other traps or anything running around?
Sure.
If they're tying up horses,
Oh, I want to help you.
that would be a 24.
That's you killed it. Okay. You see on that
I
same,
got a
you see on
24.
the same tree it was pittance. You see slightly above head level. You are able to make out a very detailed carving.
Is it the one that the guy said?
Let's go check it out.
Oh yeah, right. Because you can find
Hood's
artifacts. Right. Boogity boogity.
Hood's breath.
You're pretty hoppity good at that.
Collax, bro.
The spooky one.
No, it's this boy. Fuck off. Why are you doing this to me? I love this symbol. It's my big favorite.
Let's take a.
They can make contain rituals.
What does it mean?
What does it all mean?
You can't read it.
Why not?
I
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, what does it- what
Can
does
I
it
roll a
mean?
history check and read
This
it?
comprehend languages for speaking only. Give me a moment.
No, it's
What
reading
language?
too.
That's why I'm saying, what does it mean?
I could read a whole 10 pages
Mystic,
in an
what's
hour.
it mean?
What
Oh,
language
shit.
is it?
Okay. Well, he can.
I can look it up too.
Yeah,
What's it?
I'll look it just so you can see if you can also
Yes!
What's it mean?
I know what it says.
tell it.
For the duration, you can
Tinpot.
understand literal meaning of
What's
any
this
spoken
called?
language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you can see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read one page of text.
You can't
So it's like
decode. I mean, you can't quite. I mean, you can see what the
I can see what the words say, but I won't understand
the words.
speech.
The words just say thunder and break. In
Thunderclap here. Do it again.
In Goblin. Oh, you're doing. He's trying to Zelda it. There's a hole.
There's a crack in the wall. Someone give me a bomb.
Is that not what you were intending?
It says thunder break.
Do it.
Blister comes down there, clap over, and he puts his little lightly glowing thing to the symbol to light up the words, and it says, "It's this thunder break, my old clan."
Oh,
Old clan.
your old clan, they worship demons.
Your clan. Are they still around here?
I had hoped not, but it seems so, according to what Lionel said as well. It makes sense.
So they've come to undo us.
So you're saying that perhaps what threatens the town is this clan?
And I was no longer a part of that tribe?
I know. I am no longer. I hope never to speak of this. At least not so soon.
Does he look like he means it?
Incite him. Fuck it. I love inciting characters.
It's good. It's 16.
You look at him. This entire time you haven't. You've been able. I mean, despite him being a fucking goblin, you've been able to take him as he strikes himself as pretty true. Like, he's not told a lie yet.
Yep.
You don't see a reason for him to start now,
As trustworthy as he seems.
considering the fact that this lie is so intimate with
Sitting
him.
on this one for a while.
Well, I mean, if he did lie about this, he's just digging himself a bigger hole. So there's really not a purpose for it.
We were
All
at
that
a
is
time.
past. Actually, rather.
What did he say?
Oh no.
Nailed it.
Josh, what did you say?
He's mumbling.
It's all about the hook.
It's alright. All have secrets.
It's no secret.
I'm on
Thunder
open
Breaks.
book.
We Thunder Breaks controlled most of the forests on this continent. At one point.
Nay, not most. Some.
Are
No.
these are your old? Is your old tribe? Are they like friendly, or
No,
or
just the
have you
opposite.
fallen out?
Are they extinct?
They killed me.
What a twist!
As you say that, you see that Kavlier takes note of that, and the bird conveys with him for a moment. They say that
They killed you. How are you still here?
He's a goose.
60 years ago, I led the Thunder Breaks to conquest, destruction, and total power. I wrought and reaped upon the land, and my clan grew for it. We took slaves, many. No goblin tribe ever grew so big and so powerful.
Amen.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Tinpot, you know.
I cursed them, everyone.
Oh, I read this completely. I put my hand up. Amen.
I felt the energy was like.
Amen, brother.
Right after I hear him, I curse the whole. It's about time I hit the dusty trail. I take a dive in the bath.
They're saying boo words.
Wait, what? What's that?
They're saying boo words.
Boo words. It's from the Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
No, because I heard that before. I just forgot what you said.
Not far from here, at the edge of a forest, I took my final breaths as the chief set his assassins upon me.
As thou deserved.
I grew mad and raving with power. I lusted for only destruction.
I can't wait to film fucking Manny and Braden on this fucking juice. Shit. I'm glad I'm recording this.
Until I died, right there against a stone. And in those final moments, I heard the voices of the spirits of the realm.
You heard them. They spoke to you.
Clear as day.
I look forlorn.
Did this happen?
I look forlorn as you say this.
Sorry, this is Kavlier speaking. I know I can't do Brayden's voice. How long ago did this happen?
If I could guess, I'd say 50, 60 years ago. Whoa.
Long time.
Do you know what
15, 16.
is speaking to you?
I start counting my fingers. I'm only 3. And I can't go any further.
I can literally count it.
That's a lot of years.
What spoke
I've
to
had
me
my,
was
I've
the
had my
earth
third
itself.
birthday 10 times now.
The stone I lay against, the stone against my feet. The dirt underneath me as I bled into it. And 60 years later, I awoke there.
That sounds remarkably close to what Kiwana had said.
What? You heard of me?
No. About something having happened here. She said it had happened decades ago.
The witch.
The elder, yes.
Oh, she referred to me?
She didn't refer to you. She referred to something that happened here
Someone got-
decades ago.
Ah.
Interesting.
Cryptic. As elves are.
Any reason to why I came back is anathema to me, though I suspect it has to do with the spirits.
So I should stop doing brain in particular.
And we
How
must do
could
their
you
will.
be certain?
We can only achieve harmony with balance of nature.
Balance is all I seek.
Balance.
The preservation of nature is paramount.
So perhaps it was the spirits who brought you back because they needed a protector.
It is most likely.
Quinn looks skeptical as fuck.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant about this. I'm just sitting in the background, not saying a word.
And so I do the will of the stone.
I don't
Good
think
and just.
nature works that way. But I won't doubt. It's alright. And
In time you will speak with them, yes. I will see it done.
I've already spoke.
Gwen's like, no! No!
No, I'd rather not speak with them.
Yeah, I
again.
don't want to take it like that.
So be it.
Spirits. They
So be
fucked
it.
me big time.
So their voices are ever
Thank you for
present.
fucking me big time, spirits.
I'll keep to myself, and those nature spirits they can keep to their own too. I'd rather not deal with them again.
Plastic
Do we
like
keep
reaches
going?
up and holds his head and he says, it's painful to remember.
Do we keep going?
Yes.
It's alright, old one. There are some things of our past that we don't need to remember.